So the creator of this piece, or of the designer of the piece that I was copying, was different than I have mentioned before. George Nakashima, a Japanese-American, trained in woodworking under Japanese methods, but then became an architect. And so maybe him having this dual background has something to do with the fact that he came up with this brilliant cantilever design. You see that the chair has no front legs. And he said that he did these chairs this way because he wanted to be able to slide them across the carpet without having four legs that might be difficult to slide. This is a chair that I knew about for a long time because his work was very famous. This was his most successful piece in his career. He called it his Conoid Chair, which has to do with the building that he designed where his studio was. But as I say, I knew about this chair for a long time, but I wasn't about to try to make it, mainly because I didn't have any idea what was the proper angle of this rear leg. How far off the vertical was it? I really wasn't confident about the joinery, joining this piece to the rear leg with no other way to keep it stable other than the connection between the seat and the rear leg. And likewise the joinery at the bottom of the leg to the bottom rail there. So if I hadn't run across the fact that somebody else had already copied this chair, I might have never done it. And it turned out that a very fine worker, I don't know his name, was displaying this chair in a hardware store 5 minutes away. And I saw the chair and I said, wow, this is a Nakashima Conoid chair. I was able to find who the maker of that copy was and ask him if he had any objection to my taking measurements from his chair, so he let me do that. And I was able to find, for those of you out there who might want to make one yourself, this is 16 degrees, this rear leg, off of the vertical. The seat slopes back 6 degrees off of the horizontal. So in my mind, that gives us a 90 degrees plus 10 degrees for this angle, or 100 degrees between this and this. And with that, if you want to make this chair, you can do it. Get George Nakashima's book and you'll see the pictures of the joinery. The only thing I did, I think I improved the design in one respect. He has dowels that go from this leg to this leg all the way across for your back. I decided I like better the back slats from my Gamble House chair, which are Charles Greene's design. So if you're going to be a copycat, don't be afraid. Mix and match. This chair came out really nice. I've done 4 of these chairs, 2 of them in walnut. This one is in Claro walnut or California walnut. I've done another one in English walnut, and then I've done 2 for outside on my deck in the back that aren't even the same woods. They're mixed woods. You just let them get dirty, get rained on, get sun. Eventually they all look the same out there. So you look at it now, it looks like one wood. You don't know what it is, but it looks like a piece of wood should look when it's outside. It indeed does slide easily. It's very comfortable. The carving of the seat is done strictly by hand with spoon planes and planes that have a contour that would allow you to get in there of different sizes. There's no machining done on this. In today's world, there are chairs that have beautiful bottoms where it's a router mounted on a U-joint and computer controlled, and they're perfect and they're beautiful. Frankly, I like it better when you do it by hand. It takes a long time, but it isn't perfect. If you look at this contour out here, you can see a little deviations as it goes around, but the hand touch, I think, is really what moves most people the most. So I had a good time with this one.